Hello and good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's market updates. My name is Edmund. So, over the last 24 hours, we continue to see the US dollar moving in a bearish fashion. So the US dollar has actually been bearish for 5 days, and this started from last Thursday, extending until yesterday on a Wednesday. And the US dollar finally found support at 92.189 levels after coming down for again 5 consecutive days, and it managed to rebound off 92.189 levels just at about the UK trading sessions, and again it came down to test the support levels of 92.189 during the late US market sessions. Okay, so as the US dollar tested the support levels, we continue to see the UK pound and the euro continuing to be on a bullish fashion. However, the UK pound and also the euro also managed to find some resistance on the daily charts and also on the 4-hour charts. And then after those prices came down for a retracement. Okay, so um, over the last 24 hours, we were also looking at crude oil prices, and also this was yesterday. During yesterday's market updates, we were looking at the US oil prices and also the Canadian dollar to have to have a big impact or to have some kinds of medium to large cycles or movements. Okay, as there was a set of data coming out for crude oil and also for the Canadian dollar. So for the crude oil inventories, Marcus was expecting 1.7 million barrels of crude oil supply, and the numbers only came in at zero point 0.8 million barrels. This means that the supply is less than expected, and therefore the data is reported as green in color. Okay. So theoretically, with the data coming in at zero point 0.8 million barrels versus expectations of 1.7 million barrels, crude oil prices should be going up. Okay, crude oil prices did go up just before the data was announced. Okay, and after before the data was announced, crude oil prices started to rise as early as 10 a.m. yesterday, local Malaysia time, and also pushed up again at about 9 plus 6, 15, which is 3 p.m. local Malaysia time. Okay, pushing up until a high of 42.60. And just before the data was announced, which was around here, 17 plus 6, 1100 hours, crude oil prices actually was starting to come back down. And after it was announced, there was just one final push up before crude oil prices came down again to 41.49 levels. Okay, so coupled with the data from Canada, okay, which was mostly positive. Okay, so as crude oil prices was rising during the Asian and UK market sessions, we do see we do see the Canadian dollar strengthening against the US dollar. Okay, so this is the USD CAD. What you see here, the chart patterns going down, means that the Canadian dollar was strengthening against the US dollar. Okay, throughout the day, moving or strengthening by about 75 pips. Okay, so again, yeah, very nice chart patterns due to the events and news and data coming up for crude oil and also the Canadian dollar. Okay, so coming back to the dollar index again, we see the US dollar weakening for 1, 2, 3, 4, and yesterday was the fifth day. Um, as it was weakening in the Asian market session. Okay, Asia market session, we do see the UK pound strengthening just at about 46 pips, and then after that coming back to test the bullish trend line, and then finally hitting a high of 1.3310. This was also the high on the 4-hour charts. Okay, then after during the late market session in the US, just at about midnight yesterday. The UK pound comes down from 1.3301 all the way until the current low of 1.3231. Okay, so that was the behavior of the US dollar and how the UK pound responded to it. And of course, the euro dollar also went up in the morning session as the US dollar was weakening. And of course, having found resistance on the 1 hour and also 4-hour charts, the euro dollar came back down. Okay, came back down from a high of 1.1888 all the way down to 1.1833. Okay, so this was a 55 pip movement down. Mm, Moving on to gold prices. Gold prices are still relatively trading in a sideways fashion. Okay, and yesterday it started to move down from high of about 1,885 or at about 5 p.m. Malaysia time, all the way down to 1,863, going down $21, and then after pushing back up again by $20. Okay, and then during the late US trading sessions came down another $12. Okay, so yeah, so these are the behavior currently. Looks like gold prices could be moving down further. Okay, this means that in the short term, possibly the US dollar will have some strength to consolidate or move back up. And finally, the S&P 500. S&P 500 yesterday moved up during the UK trading sessions. Okay, over here at about 3 p.m. again. And during the US trading sessions, the S&P 500 together with the Dow Jones pushed back down from their daily highs all the way down to the current low. Okay, this was mostly on news that schools in New York, okay, schools in New York are closing due to the spread of the spike in case of the coronavirus cases, and therefore the mayor or the government of New York City, I believe is Andrew Cuomo, decided to close down schools in order to stop the spread of the coronavirus. Okay, so again, here it is, New York shutting down schools in order to curtail the spread of the coronavirus. Okay, so for tonight's event, I guess I'll be focusing on late evening again during the U.S. Market trading hours, where we will be having the Philadelphia Fed Manufacturing Index and also unemployment claims data. Please note that the European Central Bank President Christine Lagarde will be speaking at 11 p.m. And of course, we have some natural gas storage data tonight. And to a certain extent, I believe, yeah, Canadian dollar and also oil and gas prices will have some activity as Canada will be reporting their ADP, non-farm employment change data. Okay, so yeah, so that will be today's activity. But again, generally speaking, market volatility and also the range of movements is, and also I believe the volume participation is rather muted for this week compared to previous weeks. Okay, so yeah, so so that will be the market updates for today. Hope you guys have a good trading day ahead, and I'll see you tomorrow for another market update. Thank you and good trading.